took 200 million people from your shores, took them to the Western world as slaves and nothing more. Then they set out on their great quest for discovery. But burning and looting, that's what it was in reality. They dug a ditch, Suez, and then removed the Holy Land. For that was where they knew they had to be in your stead. So maybe you begin to see what happened to you and me. We're victims of a cruel and false version of his story.
Africa for ya, Africa, Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa, Africa for ya.
But it didn't stop there, this awful, wicked hoax beyond compare. So we won't either, not until we pull the covers bare. They sat down to a table in Berlin to stake their claim. One, a snake called Leopold, now in their Hall of Fame. Divided up your land they did, to suit their lust for wealth. Brought sickness and destruction to your people, doom and death. Yet all these things were destined, foretold in the prophecies. For Yah was angry with us, and he's brought us to our knees.
Africa for ya, Africa, Africa for ya, Africa, Africa, Africa for ya.
We want to bring you up to date on what happened in time, to put us in this dreadful bondage of the soul and mind. The colonies gave way to what had looked okay at first. Your wealth just kept on leaving, and we knew that this was worse. Independence, they said, but we see that things really haven't changed. Sajifo said neo-colonialism was the name of this game. Haile Selassie tried to save you with the OAU. The outside forces want to drain you until they are through.
Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa, Africa, Africa for ya.
So this is how they did it, this master of lies and greed. And now your once great people lie in shame, despair, and need. But don't forget, the eyes of Yah are like 10,000 suns, and soon he'll have the armies of the devil on the run. For 1967 saw the coming of the man, with the great master redemption and salvation plan. And here we've come to engage the fight aligned with the Most High's laws. Armed with the truth, we're going to take back Africa for Yah. Africa for Yah. Africa for Yah.
Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya,
Africa for ya,
Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya, Africa for ya.